Sociology Simplified, and welcome to Functionalist Theories of the Family. Functionalists argue the family is a social institution, meaning that it serves a purpose within society. They argue it serves to aid the overall functioning of wider society. Firstly, Murdoch argued there were four functions of the family. Reproductive. The traditional nuclear family, consisting of a married heterosexual couple and their biological children, serves to reproduce the workforce. By producing children, the family ensures that society continues to exist, having enough members to ensure the economy runs smoothly. The sexual function of the family is to regulate sex to monogamous heterosexual marriage. The aim of this is to ensure that children are produced to be legitimate, and marriages remain stable. The educational function of the family describes the vital role of parents in teaching their children the norms, values, and morals of a society, including cultural customs on how to dress and behave in various scenarios. This could include things like telling children to use their inside voice, or not to lie or steal. The economic functions of the family are that the traditional nuclear family includes a mother who is a full-time housewife, serving to take care of the children, thus allowing the father to work full-time and bring home an income that will support them. The organic analogy. This is the view held by functionalists that society can be compared to biological organisms. The March of Progress theory is a staple of functionalism, which is relevant here because it follows this organic analogy premise that society, like biological organisms, is capable of evolution over time. The March of Progress theory argues society evolves over time to improve its capacity to sustainably function as a society. In simple terms, society gets better as time goes on. The organic analogy stems from the ethnographical approach functionalists adopted from anthropologists of the 19th century, who sought to conduct detailed studies of tribes' ways of life. This is the meaning of ethnography, way of life. The organic analogy holds that society, like an organism, has distinct parts, which serve specialized functions. They are interrelated by way of these functions, and therefore are mutually dependent upon each other for survival. Think of it like how all the organs in your body act differently. Your lungs help you respire, your heart pumps blood around your body, your brain serves to think and to move muscles. Each is a vital organ, just as each institution in society, such as education and family, are vital for the continuation of the whole society. Parsons is a key functionalist thinker. Parsons proposed a fit thesis. This was a proposition that there was a major shift in the dominant family type in society due to industrialization. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, the dominant family type was the extended family. This is where families live with relatives like grandparents or aunts and uncles under one roof, alongside the parents and children. This is 3 or more generations of one family living in the same household. Industrialization meant that the family needed to serve functions which were more suited to the emerging forms of capitalism. Industrialized capitalist society now required a family unit which was geographically mobile, to allow for members of the family to relocate their whole family to different parts of the country, or to different countries, to ensure they could take on the highest status job they could qualify for. This, in turn, facilitated another requirement of industrial capitalism: that the family be socially mobile. In other words, that it allow its members to rise through the occupational ranks in society. The nuclear family serves this purpose as it consists only of the parents and children living together in a household, with minimal ties to other relatives. This is why Parsons argues it became the most dominant family type. Parsons' second main argument is that the family functions, when it became the nuclear family that is dominant, were reduced. There are less functions now, and the functions the family does serve are reducible to 2 simple functions. The first is primary socialization, whereby parents teach children the norms and values of society. This is the same as Murdoch's educational function. Primary socialization is only different from secondary socialization in that primary socialization is the socialization that occurs in the first stage of your life, before you even start school, when you are raised in your family. Secondary socialization is the socialization which is layered on top of this. It is the things taught to you by the education system. The second irreducible function is stabilization of the adult personality. This simply means that, when people grow up and move out of their childhood home, they get married and form new families, where they can raise children by playing the childish games they used to when they were little, and they can invest emotional elements of their frustrations with adult responsibilities into having playtime with a child. This provides them an emotional outlet, and a space of, in theory, less stress than the adult world, and therefore emotional security. Finally, Fletcher. Fletcher is another functionalist theorist who disagreed with Parsons, arguing that the number of family functions did not reduce with industrialization and the move to the nuclear family. Instead, the family now serves more functions than ever, and these functions are not reducible. Examples of such functions include care for young and old, responsibility to reproduce and raise children, regulation of sexual behaviors, and socialization. Fletcher agrees with Parsons here that the family as an institution is the earliest and most powerful tool of socialization. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe to see more. Take care.